CVA's Accura Series, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, welcome back everyone. This week's Feature of the Week is being brought to you by Flowers Deer Processing. We might as well do deer processing because the garden center shut down.
The next thing they will be doing is deer processing.
The next thing they're going to be doing is processing deer, but they won't be open until the opening weekend of Tennessee statewide in September.
That's right. It'll be the 22nd of September.
The fourth Saturday of September. So they will not be open on this velvet hunt only. Okay. All right, what you got, Brandon?
All right, our first picture here, this is our buddy Andy Griggs, and they've been down, actually, he's been playing some music down in the Florida area, and they went out on a red snapper trip about a week ago, and they had a heck of a day. So this is a picture that he sent, and we want to say hi to Andy and hope he's out having a good time somewhere down there on the coast. I believe he still is. Our next picture here, this is right down the road here from us.
Right over here?
This is a picture of Mr. Ed Stanley. He sent us this picture, and this is him all lit up and ready to go fish down on the riverfront.
Is that limb lines I'm seeing hanging off that bridge?
I don't know what he's got going on, but he's been pretty productive.
I heard that.
So I want to say hi to Ed tonight. And this is my buddy Anthony Landreth, and this is Anthony with a cooler full of crappie. And I think there's a couple bass in there. And I tell you, he's one of those guys, you hear people, a lot of times they think you're only going to catch crappie in the spring. Well, Anthony catches crappie year round. So just to go and show you, if you'll go find them where they're at, you know, that you can catch those jokers year round, and he is very good at it. So that's actually our last picture for the night. We want to say congratulations to Anthony on that. If you guys can send your pictures to us here at 474 James Robertson Parkway, or better yet, just get them to us on Facebook, and I can get them here on the show very quickly.
Very fast. All right, we appreciate it. We have with us tonight as our guest, we have Mark Jackson. He's the regional director for NWTF for the state of Tennessee. And we have Todd Ramey. Todd, appreciate you being on here tonight, guys. Mark, I want to ask you that, you know, we talked about how people can get more involved as far as learning how to turkey hunt, be better turkey hunters. There is a little, and we might as well be up front, because I believe that you need to let everybody know, for everything we gain in this state, it takes a little work. Just a little bit, not much. You know, what do they say? Many hands make the work light.
Yes, it does.
You know, so that's what we're trying to do with this new chapter, with Music City Strutters, Music Row Strutters, is build it up to where it's not much work on any one person. You know, it's inevitable. Any club you ever go to is the same 6 or 8 that does everything all the time. And you wear
the 80-20 rule.
80-20 rule.
Yeah. But that doesn't have to happen.
No.
If you love turkey hunting, if you love your freedom to hunt, if you love Tennessee, and if you love to see more turkeys in Tennessee, then I don't know what's holding you back from joining a chapter and being a part of it.
No, not at all. It really is a brotherhood when you get to talking about it, because it's when you have banquets, you want to get together to tell turkey stories, to tell about the bird that whooped you and ran over the hill, and also the bird that you ended up killing, or the bird you ended up calling up for your son.
Or how about one better yet? The one that ran away from Mark.
Yeah.
I got him.
That's a good story. That's a good story.
I've seen the bird before. I've seen the bird before.
That's even funny.
That's funny.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I told you how to kill that bird.
You did.
Now the truth comes out.
And while a certain person was on a plane, I called him.
Yes, he did. And I had some choice words for him too. That's okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's a family atmosphere. It's not just guys. It's women. It's kids are getting involved. You got Jake's events going on, Mark. And that's not it. Women in the outdoors. You got Wheeling Sportsmen. There's so many different things that the NWTF's involved in. If you really want to know the truth, come to one of the conventions sometime.
Absolutely.
Come in there to the calling contest.
Yep.
Now, I've been fortunate to work the calling contest the last few years. Let me tell you something. You want to tug on a heartstring? Let one of those 5-year-olds get up there and do a gobble for you. And then you're like, I buy everything. I buy the latest calls. I can't do that. And then, like, you go to their parents and, can I borrow your kid?
Take him hunting with me.
Is he for hire?
Is he for hire?
I tell you, there were some kids down there this year that were impressive that we saw.
We had a young lady,
really cool.
and I don't know her name, Mark. I really don't. All I know is how impressed I was with her. She came on there in a wheelchair. And young, 13-year-old girl, wheelchair bound. She had the calls laid out in her lap, and she did it perfect. And I'm like, oh my gosh, find her parents, because I'll take her.
Yeah.
You know, she's welcome in my hunting blind anytime. She can call all day long. I don't care.
And that's what it's about.
Voice.
That's what NWTF's about. I mean, it is
True.
story after story of truly pulling on your heartstrings of a brotherhood, of people getting together for a common cause. I mean, the love of the wild turkey is something that gets in your blood, and you know, it's cost many a man a job and friendships and other things. Because I got to go turkey hunting. He gobbles, you got to go.
It gets a hold of you. But you know, with the kids, that's the biggest thing is we're not always going to be here to do this.
Oh.
And so that 5-year-old and that 13-year-old, you know, whatever it is, that's who we hope will be sitting up here, you know, in 20 or 30 years doing the same thing. And if we don't get them involved now, then they're not going to be there then. So to me, that's one of the most important parts is that.
But Brandon, Mark Jackson, sitting right there, and I have talked on many occasions over many a glass of milk or a milkshake or something, and talked about our grandkids. We love for them to hunt, but if we don't get more kids involved, then they're not going to be able to hunt, because I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to get taken away from us if we don't stand our ground and don't keep a watchful eye and don't band together.
Yeah.
We're divided and we're going to get conquered.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Agreed.
It's 80% of the people in this nation do not hunt, ladies and gentlemen. 80%. Now you think about, we live in a democratic society. If it was brought up for a vote, that 80%, whichever way they vote, is the way we're going to have to go.
That's it.
That's it. That's the pure, simple politics in a bag, okay? So I would rather try and get some of that 80% to look favorably at hunting and fishing and conservation, and educate them into what we're doing is the right thing to do. Getting their kids involved is a great way of doing it. Because there's nothing. You've seen it. I know you've seen it, and I've seen how many smiles when that took a girl not too long ago. Her very first buck was a 3-pointer, but the smile made it a 12-pointer.
It's a Boone and Crockett 3-pointer.
Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying all along. I took my own granddaughter Shelby, and she killed a nice 8-pointer the very same day out of the same blind. Oh my gosh, that did it. It's worth it all. But other kids don't know what's out there. They have no idea. And it's simply because parents don't have the time a lot of times. But here's a great way to get involved.
Yes, it is.
Tell them about, people don't understand the monies, Mark. They understand the banquets. You go to a banquet, you buy this, that, auctions, stuff like that, donate. But they don't know where the monies go. They think it all goes somewhere and we're never to be seen again.
Any organization, no matter what it is, it takes dollars to do the work that they need to do.
Absolutely.
In our organization, the majority of the funds that are raised through NWTF banquets go, I think the last percentage-wise, it was 92% of every dollar that's raised by the Turkey Federation goes to our mission, or it's mission related. We take those dollars in Tennessee and we put them into what they call a Tennessee Superfund account. They meet, the state chapter meets once a year, and they go through all of the requests that the chapters have made for an entire year, and they say, we can fund this one, we can fund that one, we might have to cut this one a little bit, depending upon the balance in our fund.
Right.
We're an organization that believes that if you don't have it, you can't spend it. We're not going in the red.
Okay, hold on,
means.
Mark. We're going to talk a little bit more about the Super Fund. What we got to do our product of the week.
This week's product of the week is being sponsored by Caney Fork Outdoors. You can go see those guys down here in Donaldson at the Donaldson Plaza Shopping Center or at the Big Rock Market right there at the Center Hill Dam exit. What we want to tell everybody about right now is their big truckload sale that's coming up. Go check them out on Facebook. You can check their website. They have a lot of information about it out there, and it's a great time to get down there and get a good deal.
All right. Hey, I've got 2 items to show you. These came from Bill Barton of B&B Custom Lures. They are Whopper Ploppers. Now, I know you want these, but it ain't gonna happen.
You gotta sleep sometime.
I got them in a safe. I'm gonna tell you something. These are Whopper Ploppers. This one here is made just like a largemouth bass. This one right here is made just like a threadfin shad, and just a great job that he does on painting them. B&B Custom Lures, you got to check him out. He's located up there close to Bowling Green, Kentucky, but he is one great dude with art and paintbrush and airbrush. He can make it all look so real. And you know what? Why worry about color? That's what I tell you. Why worry about color? Whether it be a black one, a yellow, or chartreuse. Do what they always eat, and you'll never go wrong.
That's right.
They're always after threadfin shad.
Right.
And if it looks just like a threadfin shad, sooner or later they're going to bite it.
That's right. Guys, we've got to take a quick break. We'll be back here in just a minute. We're going to open up our phone lines for some more Southern Woods and Waters.